welcome back. I hope you're living your best life today. And we are going to talk about if you, person watching, should make an author platform. So, I'm sure if you're watching me, then you're a writer or you want to write. And if you have any goals of wanting to be published, self-publishing, traditional publishing, whatever it is, I highly recommend that you get an author platform. And this, I'm gonna go back and tell you how I started, and then I'll kind of recommend what you should do from my POV. So I had been writing my novel, The Mark of Creation, for a long time. If you've ever heard me talk about this, I've been writing my book for, 6 years, but 4.5 of those has been me really learning how to write a book. Because when I was like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing, when I actually decided, hey, I'm gonna write this book, I'm not just gonna piddle-fish around anymore, I sat down and was like, oh my god, I don't know what am I doing? I thought it would be a lot easier than it actually is. And so I realized that I was really lost. I didn't know a thing about how to plot. I knew nothing. I knew that I wanted to create a very action-packed, high-paced, high-stakes, emotionally filled, driven novel, but I didn't know how to do that. So I spent a lot of time, reading books and blogs and taking classes, and I did this straight. It was like my own how to write a novel university that took me about 4.5 years, which is why I feel confident giving advice now. Some people argue, well, oh my god, you're not published, so how do you give people any advice? You don't have any experience. But that's bullshit. I do have experience. I have experience in learning. People go to school, they learn shit, they come out and they do shit. That's kind of what my path was. I don't know everything, of course not, nobody does, but there is a formula for writing a novel. It's not a secret, it's out there, it's everywhere, but it's difficult, it's complicated, it's complex, it's intricate. I try to explain to my family and friends what is going on in my brain, which is the novel, and I cannot explain it in a conversation. It is so complicated. There's so many factors. Yeah, if you're trying to write a book, then you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I spent a lot of time doing that, and then after I think it was when I was 3/4 of the way done with my very first draft of this novel, that was an actual serious attempt, not just bullshit pinging around everywhere. That's when I had dived really deep into the author community online and found out there was one. I didn't know there was one until that point. And I was told by many different people who do all types of writing and publishing paths that a author platform was super important, and so I made one. So the first thing that I did was make a Facebook, an Instagram, and a Twitter. I think that's just your bare bones. You could maybe do 2 out of those, and which I would recommend doing Instagram and Twitter. Facebook I don't get a lot of action on. I don't know why, but it's there just to be there, but it's not my main squeeze. So I did those 3, and then I actually took the initiative to build my own website. I had 0 website experience going into making my blog and my website, absolutely 0. And there were either easier pathways for me to go Wix or Squarespace or something like that, but I wanted ultimately ownership of my website. And if you guys want me to do a video on how all that goes, I can do one. Just let me know in the comments. But it took me a good couple of months to, maybe 2 months, to really nail down and learn this new skill, which was building a website. I did it somehow. I don't know how. And I did it and I launched it and it's been great. I post only about once a month, but these blog posts that I do, I feel are very intricate. I definitely recommend you go and check them out. I love my blog and it's all mine. Nobody owns it. I am not subject to terms and conditions. You know, I do have to, you know, do a privacy policy and you know, there are laws you have to follow, obviously, but like, it's not like on YouTube or Instagram where I have to follow a certain set of rules. It's my rules. I can sell whatever I want. I get 100% of the benefit. I can run ads. I can do, or not run ads, I can do whatever I want when I want. And that is huge. You know, I've been thinking of maybe starting some services on there. If there are people out there who want them. But we'll see. You know, it'll all happen when it's meant to. But that was my platform for a very long time, for like 2 years. And then I finally got the guts to start this YouTube channel, which I just started last summer. You know, it's still a little baby, you know, but, you know, I love all like 42 of you at this point who, you know, have supported me and subscribed. And anybody new, I would love for you to join the army and, you know, be a part of it. But that was kind of my journey. So, I would definitely say it's a commitment. Like, hopefully one of these days I won't have to, this could be my full-time thing along with writing. They're very intertwined, you know, the actual writing. And I want to kind of give you guys a little more access now that the draft is progressing and is getting more finalized to what it is. So again, also if you're interested in that, let me know down below. So for you, I'd say if you just are just starting and you're in the very early stages of drafting and stuff, or even plotting, I would just make an Instagram and a Twitter to start off with and just do your author stuff. Just do your, you know, your progress. This isn't going to be your personal thing. I would just make sure always it's very integrated. You know, follow me on there, follow your other author tube people, and people that you like, and just start following them and commenting on their things and just making a name for yourself. If you do want to go the route of a website, I would definitely tell you it is a big commitment. You know, you have to follow a schedule, and same with YouTube. You know, they're both more of the bigger commitments, but you get so much out of it, especially with the website. And you can go the Wix and the Squarespace route, or even the lower WordPress. I think it's .com, not .org. Do your own research on that before you start anything. But the Wixes and the Squarespaces, you can get something popped up really quick, and it's very, very user friendly. You don't need, you know, to do a ton of research on it, but you have to be aware that doing ads and stuff like that, you're not going to have that ownership. You don't own it. Wix or Squarespace owns you, okay? And I don't know if they have like content restrictions. Not that writing stuff is bad, but you know what I mean. You just want to set yourself up. You're going to do the work. You're going to want to set yourself up amazing. So always feel free to message me on any of my platforms, and I can tell you, you know, I can give you a couple YouTube videos that really helped me in building my website and understanding all of that. There's a lot of pieces. There's just as many pieces in building a website as there is in writing a novel. So you can imagine it's a lot. But the reward it gives back is great. You know, I got monetized by Google months ago, and you know, it's great, and I love it so much. It's my baby. And so are you here on YouTube. You know, I love you guys. So it really comes down to how much of a commitment you want to do. If you really want to share a ton of your work, I'm always a little apprehensive of being super open, but you know, you can always write like a little fiction blog. So that's something that I've wanted to do as well, and I have one plotted, and it's so much fun, and I need to just put it out there, you know, because it's so fun, and I think you guys would love it. But even something like an Instagram is great. You really want to get your name out there. I know publishers love it. They want to see, you having a presence out there in the community, a voice out there in the community. I think it just comes all down to marketing and sales, to be honest, but that's the game. That's where we are. And there's nothing wrong with it. You know, you just gotta play the game to play the game, kind of thing. But I would definitely do it. I mean, I don't really see too much of a downside to it. And I mean, another upside is you get all of us. You get the community, you get the support, you get to find beta readers and other people that like to write in your category and genre, and that is super, super worth it. I mean, if you followed me at all, you know I did NaNoWriMo this last month and I did it last year, and that's really fun, and there's just so much opportunity for just friends and critique partners and just other people who think like us, because I feel like us writers are kind of just woohoo, you know, we're a little nuts on our own, and it's nice to have other people who think like us, who understand that having an imaginary conversation with your imaginary friends in your head, and it's just you know what I'm talking about. So it's great to have those people. And if you say, oh gosh, Arabella, I don't know how to write a novel, I don't know all the steps, what am I gonna have on a blog? That's a really good question, and maybe a blog isn't right for you right now. I know it wasn't right for me for a long time. I wouldn't have had anything to put on there. So, you know, more of an Instagram, Twitter would be better for you. But if you feel like you have something to say and you have content that can help people, do it. Do it. Get a blog, get a Pinterest too. If you get a blog, you want to get a Pinterest because it's a search engine, a visual search engine that you're gonna want. It has value. You will add value to people. I was one of those people that was so grateful to all those people who wrote those blogs and showed me how to write, and I know how to write now, and I couldn't be more thankful, and that's why I'm kind of doing the same and giving back. So if you feel that calling, I say go for it. You're meant for it, and you'll do great. So if you have any other questions, please leave them in the comments below. Like and subscribe, click the little bell, and become a part of Arabella's army. I love you guys so much. Bye.